Me down, same me, but I want too much skill in this human body. They ride a wave, I just make tsunamis. I flow like water, my shit Dasani. My flow is moisty, I keep designing new sounds. My mama constantly prays about me. No wonder.
And we're live in the effect, episode 5. You know who it is, Maze as always. I got my man Preem with me as always. So with you, Preem?
What's good?
Got my man Clee with me as always. So with you, Clee?
What up, what up, what up?
It's a little sick today.
But today, I got the young homie Fontana Zone, dope MC, even sicker dude, the homie Edgar Sosa. What's good with you, bro?
What up, man?
Shit, chilling, man. You see what I'm doing, man. I'm just trying to put it together, get these pieces going. Just see me, just trying to make moves.
I see you, man. What you're making the effect. You're making the splash wave.
Yeah. I did all that. That's what I always done. Like painting, drawing. That's like my first talent as far as artistry goes.
Yeah.
My brother, I used to watch him, and then for me, like watching X-Men, watching Spider-Man. Like I always want to do my own comics. Always want to
crazy.
do
Me
my
too.
own shit. So and that was the thing. Like even with Cam even says my first goal is to be a cartoonist. Or I came a long way from trying to be a cartoonist. Like that's what I would do. Like I would try to make my own stories. So then that only just translated into music. How can I paint the picture? How can I fucking describe something?
It's art. At the end of the day, it's art because I'm the same way, man. Before I became a rapper, like in first to like 5th grade, because 5th grade, that's when I knew I wanted to be a rapper. Yeah. Before that, I wanted to be an author.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of Edgar Allan Poe.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I would write
That's where Edgar Allan Poe came from?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It transcended into writing comic books and shit.
Yeah.
Like I would draw comic books. You guys, my oldest brother.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then I, got into music because of my oldest brother.
Yeah.
I mean, they taught me. Before I knew what hip hop was and shit, before I knew music was, like my brothers were making it.
Yeah, so you're literally just seeing it going on right in front of you, right? It just like fell in your lap.
Self was my Pac.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Self was my Pac.
Shout out to South, by the way.
Yeah, South-Fi. He's coming out with the Mexican Mufasa. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
Look out
That's
for that
a
one.
sick ass food right there. You know what's up with that food.
Fontana.
But anyway,
BMS.
what project you working on? What music you got going on right now? What's popping with you right now?
Right now, I'm currently working on my sushi project.
Okay.
It's an acronym for Society Under Sosa's Holy Influence.
All right, I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
And I've been working real hard. Honestly,
Nice.
I know I've been promoting that one for a minute. Like
No, you got to make it though. You got to make that masterpiece.
Exactly. So I had been promoting this since like 2013, but I took a little intermission with Mexican American, which you could get on everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, everywhere.
And that's what Preem did the intro on that. No, was that the one you did the intro for? The Mexican American?
Nah.
Which one was that you did?
I don't think
You produced a track.
Well, I don't
though.
think we worked yet.
I don't think
I could have sworn you gave him a track.
I don't think we worked yet.
Oh,
It's coming though. I think you're listening to the future right now.
Hey, I like that though. That's what I do. I like to put an idea out there
Alrighty.
and then watch
Manifest
it
that
grow.
shit,
Yep,
baby.
exactly. Just like I was talking with me and Clean, now this shit just fucking. We put the podcast out there and manifest it.
Put it into existence.
Yeah, it's
There you
just
go.
Speaking into existence. Yeah.
You're supposed to think it and you attract the thought and then you speak it so it can come to fruition.
Yep, and
you know what I'm saying?
verbalize it. Yeah,
Verbalize it, and that's how you make shit happen. This
Hell
is the power of the law of attraction.
it is,
you
man.
know?
That's what we're all about right here. Always just trying to do something. Always
Positive.
just trying to make something happen positive. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on over there, but over here,
Right.
we're fucking working.
No, that's good, man, because that's what you need to build. You need
Yeah.
to build a positive environment for people
Exactly.
to come around. You know what I'm saying? They gravitate towards that energy. If you're promoting negativism, you know what I'm saying?
People ain't fucking with it.
People, no, yeah, they're only gonna get more mad.
Yeah.
They're gonna get irritated. They're not gonna fuck with you at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna put you in a category that says, "Oh, don't fuck with this dude because he's this way." You know what I'm saying? But
Or he brings that type of
Exactly.
background with them, that type of energy with them. Yeah.
opposed to being a positive person, you could come through with like +10.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's good. Yeah.
He's good. He's good. And his people are good because he's
definitely.
good. You know.
Yeah, for real.
So
That's real.
that's always been the type of person I've always tried to portray as well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just a strong-minded, positive folk.
Yeah, and I always seen that because I've been rocking shows with you since like probably about 5 years now, 6 years now. I remember doing a show up in Victorville. It was like you, Self, I performed, and I remember Clee was up there. You went up there with Amanda, and
that one when we,
it was in Victorville. It was like at an old
it was
club.
like a strip club.
No,
yeah.
It had mirrors all
Yep,
that. So
yep.
I remember that shit.
But that was-
I
but
still
that-
have that.
But that was like Sean Healy days, trying to fucking pre-sale tickets,
Right,
just trying to
right.
hustle, just studio time, paying like,
Yeah, we've been in the scene together for a while now.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that you mentioned Sean Healy. Though.
Yeah,
I remember that nigga. Fuck that dude. You trying to make me sell tickets. Fuck that. Hey, when Schoolboy Q first had his headlining show, it was a Sean Healy act, and I had to sell his pre-ticket. I still got the message on Twitter to where it says, "Yo, cuz, how much tickets you sell?"
Yeah. I remember even they would send you an email. Guns N' Roses had to sell tickets. Fucking all these other bands had to sell tickets.
Try to juice you
up.
Yeah.
Trying to hype you up. So you're like, oh yeah, I got this.
Oh, Guns N' Roses sold tickets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it too.
$20 a pop. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna go see Schoolboy right now for $20.
No.
They want to see me, like just a homie. Like, fuck.
Yeah, man, I mean-
people don't understand that. People got shit to do.
I get it, man. The acts got to get paid. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's certain time, but it has to be
Has to come
reasonable.
from somewhere else.
It has to be exactly.
$10, $7.
Man, come break
tickets.
out of pocket.
Yeah.
Punk ass promoter.
Yeah. For real. Nah, yeah, fuck him by the way.
But that's negativity
Yeah.
going into our interview.
So we're kind of contradicting.
Hey.
That's what life is. That's what life is, though. It's okay. It's okay. Life is a
Like,
contradiction.
it's all about balance. It's all about balance.
Balance,
It's all
baby.
about
Those are life lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, exactly. At that time, that's all we knew. That's all we had to do. So at that time, I was doing the fucking going back and forth to Hollywood to get the pre-sales.
Right.
And then I was doing open mics. And
Right.
then we had our spot. We ended up renting out a spot in San Bernardino to throw on our own shows.
I think I remember that one
yeah,
too. Mm-hmm.
at the warehouse for the Rad Habits. So
That's where I first met Triz.
yeah, it was all a process, like learning what not to do, what to do, and how to capitalize once you got the knowledge.
Well, that's life, bro.
Yeah.
It's a learning process, trial and error. The more mistakes you made, the more you know not to make them again.
There ain't no crash course.
Some
there ain't
people
no-
don't learn though.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And we usually call those people dumb.
Nah, but for real, you see that though, when people just get older and keep doing the same things.
Yeah. Honestly, I you know, it's sad to see folk be that way, you know, and I think it's just more so of their environment and who they
Yeah.
place themselves around. You know, they're not placing themselves around people that are allowing them to grow. You know what I'm saying? So they're stuck in the same loop.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
They say the 5 people that you interact with on a daily is the medium of your net gross. So who you spend your time with? Who are you interacting with?
Exactly.
Who you just gonna sit around and get fucked up all day?
So if you're spending time with a motherfucker who ain't got shit
exactly.
going on,
What you gonna get out of it?
what kind of fucking information can he
Exactly.
tell you? You know what I'm saying? Can you learn something in a conversation
Nope.
with this guy? Like, as I place myself with myself a lot. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I love myself. I love God.
You gotta.
I love the person I am, and I try to know me as best as possible, so I could be a great leader or an influencer
Yeah,
towards
you gotta.
future generations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I really strive for something I believe in,
Definitely, as you should, man.
and just like Jesus Christ, I would die for this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. As I said, they hated Jesus, but fuck. I mean,
They hated him,
You
but-
got to go through it, man. You got to go through it.
Yeah, everybody gets crucified. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In the sense of a metaphor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes,
Metaphorically
sir.
speaking, everybody
You
gets
can't say-
crucified.
yeah, you can't say
even if
shit
you
no
don't
more.
do shit, you
Yeah.
get crucified. You
For
know
not
what I'm saying?
for not
not
acting.
doing shit.
Exactly, for not doing shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like for the most part, I just got to do something that's right to me, true to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be true to anybody else. It has to be true to me and myself.
Yeah.
I can't lie to myself.
Exactly. You got to know yourself.
Exactly. You
And
know,
then spread that.
And gonna continue? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm saying that it's dope because that's why we started this. The effect. We want to have an effect on somebody who listens to this. We want to have an effect on somebody who I interact with, like a positive effect.
Damn.
If you're getting something negative, well, you just don't like me, dog. I mean, that's
No,
that's
right.
all- yeah.
Right.
Then
No.
you're just nitpicking. You're just trying to find little things.
Yeah,
but that's the whole thing.
That's always been me too. Like, man, I've always been somebody that's been pursuing. So, like in high school, I've came across haters early.
Yeah.
You know, like so. You know, high school kids
Yeah,
are mean and
they're
shit.
kids.
You know, the kids.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
you do in high school.
Yeah,
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck him over there. Fuck
But-
her. She's a
Yeah.
hoe.
But it's crazy how the tables. Me and my best friend were just talking about this
Mm-hmm.
shit. We are talking about how he was telling me, like, man, I remember when he used to try to like sell my mixtapes around school with me. You know what I'm saying? And people would hate.
Yeah.
They'll hate on me. To him,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and he said he'd be mad as fuck
Yeah,
because
that's
he
my
would try
boy,
to
yeah.
try to defend me
Yeah.
and shit, and it trips me out because the same people that he would tell me like, oh, this person said this person like are now supporting my shit, which is the dope thing, honestly,
Yeah.
because I
Yeah, at that time though, were they cool with you? Like, hey, what's up, dog? Your shit was cool.
Yeah,
and
of
then go
course.
talk shit.
Of course,
Yeah,
because
alright.
they're not gonna talk shit without
Yeah.
me. You know, I don't bite my tongue. You
Yeah.
know? I mean,
Yeah.
I speak up whenever I feel
Yeah.
like there's some type of friction between
Yeah.
me and somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not a violent person either. It's just I like to resolve shit in the right manner.
Yeah, right. Approach somebody, see what's up.
I never had problems with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? it seemed like people always had some type of problem with me. Like maybe the girl was listening to my music or something. You know, like
That's probably the number one
That's
reason.
the number one
probably,
reason.
you know, because I fought every time I fought it was for that reason.
Yeah.
Like
Shit.
they're girls.
Yeah.
They're girls. I was like, man, control your fucking woman, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I remember getting a fight at King's Barbershop in Rialto because some girls like, you remember that shit? Hey, you remember that shit? No,
Fight at Kings?
yeah, at King's Barbershop where the homie got smoked. R.I.P. the little homie that got smoked right there. But right there, homie, his girl hit my girl. So next time I saw him, I had a fucking crack a homie. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
shit.
but that was like right after high school, so we were kids. But
Right.
yeah, all because of a girl. Like women, like we were talking about like Drake's music or getting at women through music. Like that's all we do as young men.
Right.
That's what fucking 90% of life is.
Right.
Trying to make a
Find-
fucking living
And find a soulmate.
and trying to get a girl. And trying to get it. That's it. That's
Yeah.
fucking everything that we know up to this point.
Your heart craves a soulmate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Your soul craves a
that's true.
soulmate.
Just the
because-
opposite sex to begin with.
True that. I admire women. I admire women. I love women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it wasn't the fellas that was helping me out, it was mental support. It was the women that would help me out.
Yep.
They would support me like nonstop. They still do. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it would be my girl that would pick me up and take me to work when I didn't have a car.
Exactly.
It would be a girl who would let me a couple bucks.
Exactly.
The homies are the homies.
Yeah.
But they can only do so much. A girl's gonna fucking ride.
Exactly. You know, I remember my high
They got
school,
that
my
heart.
high school sweetheart,
Yeah.
whatever. Fucking, she had bought my inserts for my 2012 mixtape, and
Yeah.
you know I was in high school with inserts and
Yeah.
CDs passing
Yeah.
them out. You know, so
Hell yeah.
and that was thanks to her. So I
That's
can't.
what's up.
So
Yeah.
so I
You
can't.
can't knock 'em, man.
Not at all.
They're out here
Not at all.
hustling.
Shout out to the
I
ride or
like
die
to-
chicks.
Yeah,
There you
for
go.
real.
There you go. Shout outs to the real
Yeah.
women out there, man. I like to empower women. You know what I'm
Hell
saying? My household, we grew up under the Vitahin. You know what I'm saying? So I have that as an influence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's something that I look. I have a real great mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My mother is a perfect example of what a mother should be. She's an angel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't knock women at all. They've actually helped me more than a lot of fellas have.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
I feel the same way. I have a mom, I have an older sister, a younger sister,
Right.
5 nieces. So I definitely understand the importance to let a woman in. Some guys don't even let women get close.
Because they're
they're so
still-
insecure.
yeah.
They're
Or-
so
or immature.
Immature as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So some people don't even let a woman get so close. But me, I've seen the strength of my older sister, what she's been through
Right.
with her kids and her husband. And then there's points when I was growing up with my little sister, I had to protect her.
Right,
My dad's
right.
like,
You gotta watch-
someone fucks
you
with
gotta
her,
watch it.
I'm fucking your ass up.
That's crazy.
Don't bring your ass home when someone fucking with
crazy.
Roxanne. Like, so yeah, I have both sides of it all the way. But you mean,
Yeah, it's crazy because I've never had a sister or anything
No?
like that. You know, it was
Yeah, all brothers?
All brothers. It's
All
three.
brothers?
It's 3 brothers
Three
and,
of us?
and four,
Oh, yeah.
four all of us. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's 3 brothers, so I've always had and you know I never really had a female perspective
Yeah.
unless I got with a girl or something. You know what I mean?
nah, yeah, even like my last relationship, a girl, you could call it what you want, fake pregnant, whatever, and like I was happy, and I told my older sister,
Damn.
and the first thing I'm thinking of, like, fuck it, I'm about to be a dad. I'm thinking my sister's gonna congratulate me. She's like, she's lying. I'm like,
Damn.
what? She's like, she's lying. She's just trying to keep you. I had just moved to Phoenix. We're trying to do like a long distance thing, and my sister called it, and sure enough, 2 months later, she calls it off. Blah blah blah, and I didn't get no paperwork. I didn't get none of this shit. So that's just one thing. My older sister knowing
see, that's
already knowing
that-
how a woman is.
I'm sorry. By
Shots
all due
fired.
respect, you know what I'm saying? That was a bitch.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's
I know,
a bitch.
I know.
That's when men call bitches
Yeah.
bitches is because of shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? When we call women
They get
hoes,
easy.
is because
They
of
get
shit like
easy.
that.
But for me, being a guy like head over heels, like
Right.
excited and blind to
and we're more blind when we're in
blind to
love
reason.
too.
Oh, yeah.
blind to reason. My older sister was the one that was like, nah.
That's
And like I
crazy.
didn't even think about it. Like I wouldn't even think that was a possibility. But
Right.
sure
You
enough,
didn't think nobody was that cruel.
oh hell no. But sure enough, a couple months later, I find out my sister's like, fuck, I mean,
It's because
I'm
women
sorry.
they have some different standards of what
Yeah.
mean is, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they'll fucking-
women go with the knife and twist it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll shoot you.
Yeah.
We don't want to have dirty.
Or you're sleeping? Or you're sleeping? Clah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but shout outs to the queens out there, you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
Overall.
Definitely.
And shout outs to the host too, because you know we love you
They play
too.
their part. Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
That's
Because
right.
hey, we all talk shit. We all talk shit. We all call women hoes.
Yeah.
But we're quick as fuck to hook up with them. We're
Oh, no
quick as
doubt.
fuck.
I mean, we all need love.
Give me the
Yeah.
most hood
We
rap.
all need
I
love.
want her.
We all need adventure.
Definitely.
Hood rat chick. Give up.
She gave me head behind the building. I remember that song coming out, and I ain't even got pussy at that point. I think I barely just made out with the girl, and we would still bump that shit like we knew what we were
I
doing.
know, right? I mean, in high school, you swear you're the Mac Daddy of the
Nah,
year every
or
every
you're
day.
younger than me.
Oh, yeah.
You're younger than me. I was like in middle school.
I was in elementary.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, fuck.
But you know, that's how it is in life. You know, women are gonna be there, men are gonna be there. We all have different feelings, and we all have to cater and compromise with one another in order to live in harmony.
Yeah, you got to. You got to find a middle ground. You got to find something where
some type of balance.
Yeah, some type of balance. I mean, we ought to play our role. I mean, a lot of times you do put our homies in front of our girl, which ain't cool, but it's all you learn through past relationship to what not to do or what to do the next time around.
Right. I mean, there's a difference between like a little fling,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and somebody you take real serious and you have children with and shit like that. Like that's something a little more serious. That's you have a family with somebody, and of course there's priors now. You know what I'm saying. So when so if the homies are getting butt hurt, then maybe we'll figure out who the hoe really is.
Yeah, for real.
You know,
yeah, you got to,
because they gotta be understanding in this world. You gotta be understanding towards people's time. You know what I'm saying. A lot of people don't understand people's time.
Exactly.
They take shit. They take shit personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So like, it happens a lot with me. I'm horrible at texting. You know what I'm saying. So when I don't text back right away or like even fucking 2 hours later, so
you don't care.
It's because I'm really bad at it.
Yeah.
Or I'm doing something like this, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm at a studio session or something like that. And then some people just don't understand. They'll be like fucking 30 minutes later, like, oh, I see how it is.
Yeah.
You see? Like,
that's it.
Get out your feelings, man.
And that's crazy. Like nowadays, like shit can either be popping or shit can end with a text. Or
over
lack
nothing.
thereof.
Over nothing.
Over nothing. Over my bad. I saw it and I didn't respond. Like my bad.
It's like it's like I sent you a bunch of tweet emojis. You know what I'm saying? You didn't send no emojis behind.
I know there's bitches there. I wish there was bitches here. Like fuck.
Hey, we got some listeners that are women, man. Let's not scare them away.
No. Like I said, Edgar Sosa loves the women.
Oh yeah, and if you shout out to the next episode, ladies, and the guys out there. If you guys got any questions that you guys got for the opposite sex,
it's our sex episode next week.
Put them on the Facebook,
the sex episode,
or put them in the comments, and we're gonna ask them on the next episode.
We bring
I got the homegirl Jazz and the homegirl Allie. One's a makeup artist, one's a model, so they're gonna come and give their little women's perspective.
That's good.
And I'm gonna grill them, and
I'm gonna be here.
They're gonna give it back too,
I'm gonna be
because a lot of
here
dudes
for
are
sure.
whack too.
Oh yeah,
a lot of dudes are whack.
They're lame.
Yeah, so
They're lame. You know?
So from the thirst to getting out of someone through their DMs to a nigga just coming up short as far as the dick game, like we're gonna touch all bases. We all think we're the shit until we suck at something. So
right.
I want to get a good woman.
And you know when I first had sex,
the only
it
thing I
wasn't
suck
the best
at is
either,
basketball.
You know I had trial and error with these girls. You know, I'm Mac Daddy of the year every day now. Again,
3 years running.
But yeah, let's get into it, man. Have you seen the new video?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to talk about. Like when I was checking for you, because I'm always lurking on whoever's around. I like to know what's going on,
right?
Whether it's mainstream, whether I hate the term IE artist,
just music,
whatever.
just music.
I'm always trying to be on top of everything,
right?
Whether it's just for personal or because I'm doing something like this where I need to know,
especially you, right?
Yeah,
doing something like this.
Yeah, I need to know. I need to be able to reference what's cracking. So the Polo video was the newest thing I saw from you. I was like, fuck, that's dope. You guys came with the fucking exclusive shit with the Barbie. That shit was fucking sick. Not like that shit was
Shout
fucking
out
hard.
to Touch, man. Shout out to Touch. He put that one together. You know what I mean? If
your
it
brother came in with like the fucking what do you call it? The white blazer.
I don't know what the fuck
that
is,
shit
bro.
was fucking killing it.
It's a captain though.
Yeah, the captain. That's the captain jacket. That's what I want to say. That shit was fucking fresh.
Thank
as
you,
fuck.
man. Thank you.
So you guys came through fresh with that, and then when I saw the follow-up video, the way to be a man. And it's crazy. I was like, way to be a man.
Yeah.
And then the song goes through and it's playing hella sick as fuck. You hit some sick ass points. And then, way to be a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Way to be a... I was like, oh, it fucking clicked. Like, a light bulb went off. Like, just listening to it. So
exactly. I try to be creative with my titles.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean?
So,
like,
I seen it. I didn't know what to expect. And then when you came full circle, way to be a man. Wait, I was like, oh shit, that was tight. Because how you went from like the Uncle Phil to a father figure, no disrespect, my pops are solid, like that's dope. So really that's what I want to get into. Because me, as far as father figure, I had my pops growing up. A lot of my cousins, a lot of my friends didn't. But my pops died when I was 22.
Damn.
So
sorry to hear that.
It's all good. Like as bad as it was, we were prepared. He always gave me game, all the music I know, all the sports figures I know, everything was from him. We would sit back and watch it. He would tell me, oh, fucking Marvin Gaye's dad's a bitch. He shot his own son. Oh, check out fucking Led Zeppelin. These fools are fucking Robert Plant's the best singer. Fucking Marvin Gaye, fucking Al Green. Check these records out.
So he showed you a lot of love over the years.
So when it happened, I was prepared to be the man.
Right.
I have an older brother, but he's always been gang banging. He's always been in the mix. So I'm the man of my family now. Like
because of the love that your pops provided.
Exactly. He would give me that game. He would sit me down. And the only person ever in this fucking world that told me to do what I want to do. You want to play golf? Get some clubs. You want to sing? Get a mic. You want to fucking go to school? Hit the books.
So he was a great supporter on what you did.
The only person. Everybody else told me get a job, climb the ladder, start a family, go to church, go to school. All the cliches.
Yeah,
but he was like, nah, homie. What do you want to do? So what do you see the importance of a father figure? Man. I don't know. Did you grow up with your father? Did you? Yeah.
I did grow up with my father. Yeah, my shout out to my dad. He's straight from Michoacan.
Yeah.
Him and my mom have like this irremarkable love story. You know what I'm saying? They've been knowing each other since they're like 7 years old.
Okay.
And then they have my oldest brother, which is Els. Shout out to Els BMS. They had him in Mexico when they were 17, and they came over here.
Damn, young in the game.
Yeah, they left their country at 17 to come over here. So my dad's really been like a hard love type person.
Yeah.
Like, but for the most part, he went to work every
because
single day.
he had to put in the work.
Exactly. He went to work every day. He was devoted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even he came home late as fuck, drunk a lot of times, but he woke up every single day
went
and
right
still
back at it.
straight to work. You know what I'm saying? So I come from that background, and my dad, like, he was a real workaholic, and my mom was a real workaholic. So he wasn't always there to tell me what's right and what's wrong. Yeah. But he's damn sure showed me a lot of responsibilities.
The example of what you need to be doing.
Exactly. Like he would wake me up to cut the grass and shit.
Yeah.
You know. Man, I also talk to my parents in Spanish. You know. So he'd be like, "Levántate, boy." Huevón, you know, shit like that. You know how my Mexican parents, they're pretty little.
Get on it. Yeah. There was no sleeping in at my house. The guys had to do the yard work and they wash the cars.
Exactly.
The girls were doing fucking sweeping, mopping, dishes. Like you gotta be doing something.
But I love my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he's a great example of what I should be. But you always want to be better than your pops.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
You know,
if they made the sacrifice, if they put in the work, it's for you to do something. Right?
Yeah, right. No,
yeah, for you to go further.
My brother Els, like, you know what I'm saying? He did that. Like, he took what my pop showed us, you know what I'm saying? And he enhanced it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And just went the further extra mile to cater to the kids a little bit. Because my thing with me and my dad, we didn't have the best relationship as far as communication.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because he was just yelling at me most of the time, more than just talking to
consoling
me.
or being loving.
So he never brought it back down to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's, over the years, shit got awkward.
Yeah.
Not like. Yeah, I had resentment towards him when I was in high school.
Yeah, because as a kid, you don't know how to deal with that. You don't know what's going on.
And I thought he was just a dickhead and he was mean and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but you don't know that he's been working 12 hours a day. His back hurts, his fucking knees hurt. You got a house. You got food on the table.
You know, you get older and you start taking shit into perspective.
When you start working, you're like, fuck, this shit sucks.
This is what my dad been doing?
Yeah, this shit fucking sucks.
No, but, like, you know, I love my parents, bro. You know, I thank God every day for them. You know,
that's dope. That's dope because Preem has a similar story. He said, his mom... This fool was in her belly when they came over the border.
Yeah, when my mom crossed the border over here, she was like, I think 7-8 months pregnant with me.
Yeah.
Crawling through the sewers trying to like just get over here.
Damn, that's real, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Then they had me here and then they went straight back just so I could like have papers. So when they wanted to come back, I could just slide right through.
Raza, you know?
Doing what you gotta do. Doing what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Literally like savage as fuck. Like, fuck, this ain't working over here.
Nah, she told me, she was like, I fucking had a dick. We were going through fucking tunnels of sewer. I was like crawling on you. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck was gonna happen.
What year was that?
Well, I'm already fucking old as fuck. So like around 87.
87? It's because my parents came over here in the time where America had that thing going on where if you're over here you guys can stay, or they had like this thing where
or if you had like certain
documentation or something like that, like, you know what I'm saying, because they let my parents
baby
come.
right
Anchor
baby,
something like that.
Yeah,
it was. Well, my dad told me how he got his papers, and he basically said that all he needed was a letter saying that he'd been working here for this long. And
because of that time era,
and he was doing roofing,
and
the manager is like, I'll make you that letter, just fucking give me some beer, and then that's all he had to do.
Hey, the young Marcus and stuff. Hey, what you need? All right, cool, let's run it.
Yeah,
real niggas.
So he did the letter. He got us like a fucking bought him a bunch of beer, and then like fucking. That's how my dad got in the game. He was the first one to get papers here, then he fixed my mom. And then, like, my sister was born here also.
And that's what it is, man. Mexican Americans, you know.
Hey, you make it happen.
Here.
We're here. We're here to stay. We're here for good. Donald Trump, I'm sorry.
No, this ain't Southern Cali. This is Northern Mexico. Like,
That's why I try to explain that to people, that it's so overpopulated with Mexicans.
Yeah, man.
In California, that it's basically little Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, it is what was. It was Mexico for that Texas. You know what I'm saying? We all know the history of America. You know, so I don't see why the media is taking it to where we're not a valuable asset to the country.
They be playing too much, bro.
They made a movie, A Day Without a Mexican. Who would make the food? Who would do the fucking construction? Who would do the lawns? Who would?
We have worldwide food.
We do work.
We had worldwide food.
Yeah.
Mexican food is like everybody's favorite food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
They have Mexican food in China, but no Mexicans in China. Like who's cooking this shit? No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's how far our culture has gotten. And that's how and it needs to be respected in a sense. In a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel mad disrespect when people don't, or they make fun of like, because they don't know how to speak Spanish. Yeah. So when they make fun of like somebody that's speaking Spanish and they're around me and they're different culture, whatever, So I get mad offended. Like man, my mom, like that's my mom's, that's my dad that I look at when I see somebody not speaking Spanish. Even like if an Asian lady was speaking their language, whatever,
and someone would be mocking them or something.
Yeah, I picture my mom's like that. Like you know what I'm saying? So
like she don't know, but she's trying.
I feel for them.
They're trying.
I feel for them because I had to translate my stories to my teacher conferences with my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've been in that little
You're
scenario.
the translator and shit.
I hated it.
Yeah. You had to do it though.
Yo, they used to be like,
fucking
order food at the restaurant, and I was the only guy that spoke English. So like, just fucking give everybody the order and shit like that.
You kind of embarrassed too. You're timid. Like I don't know if that's what they want. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm 8 years old trying to translate English and Spanish.
We'll be pulling up to a motherfucker like ask him directions. I'm like, fuck.
Put him on the lap, stick him out the window.
You didn't want to do it.
Hell no.
Who's all fucking shy?
But we had to, man. We had to. This is what it is. Growing up Hispanic.
Yeah, fuck it. That's fucking documentary in itself. Right. Now, when you guys came out here, when your parents came out here, should I say, were you guys always in the IE? Did they migrate a little bit?
No, my aunt, rest in peace, my aunt, she was the first person from both sides of the family to move to the United States. She landed in the Inland Empire. Okay. Because at the time, this were like the oranges and the grape fields. My grandpa, when he came down here in the, I think it was the 60s, he was picking grapes in Rancho Cucamonga.
Okay, that's why he's still the grape stompers. Even the football team now is the grape stompers.
But he moved back because he has land and all that shit.
Yeah, so now that you realize, like,
he's a wealthy person out there. Yeah. My parents they came over here and they moved to my aunt's back house, my tia Gris. Yeah. And from there, we were in Fontana from the gate. We were in Fontana from the gate.
Trying to stack up to get your own shit, or they were.
I was coming up. I didn't know any different. Yeah. I didn't know any better. I didn't know I was supposed to be in LA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. So this was always home to me. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I go to LA, I want to come back here. You know what I'm saying? Because this is home. Yeah. This is where my heart is. When I was living in Illinois for a little bit, I was there for 4 months, and dude, I wanted to come home. Yeah. And I didn't want to go to LA. I didn't want to go to the OC. I didn't want to go to San Diego. Nah. I wanted to go to the motherfucking IE. Yeah. That's where my home is at.
Man, that's where I'm from. I was in Phoenix last year, and then I was in downtown. It was cracking. I was down the street from Diamondback Stadium, Suns Arena. But
shout out to
I'm like, you know what? Sierra, I got a King Taco, a Viva Villa, 2 sushi spots. I got all this shit that they don't even have in the city over there. Right. Which we take for granted on a daily basis. Definitely. So I'm like, man, I eat
like the sun? Like the sun?
Yeah.
Like every like state, like from Midwest to the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? They're gloomy a lot. When like I said, back to when I was in Illinois, I would go outside, and I would see the fucking clouds, no sun. Yeah, and
it's taken for granted. That's why the cost of living.
I can see why people in Seattle like the suicide rate is up. Bro. That shit costs
it's fucking depressing. So we've been talking about, we've been hitting a lot of good points, but in order to do something, your habits create your outcome. Right. So learning new habits, whether it's reading, whether it's putting yourself up on game.
Watch the cable, please.
Whether it's putting yourself on game, whether it's spirituality, whether it's self-help books, whatever, and then unlearning bad habits. Some people were just born with bad habits, born into bad situations.
I think we all were.
Yeah. So for me in particular, like my pops was alcoholic, drug addict. My brother's from gangs. I got cousins from the gangs. So I had to unlearn to come from that way. You see scars. I've been through the shit. So you got to unlearn a lot of things, come back, and then learn new habits. You got to fill that space. You got to fill that void to do what you want to do. What is something that you do or you practice besides like the spirituality? What is something that you practice that makes you a better man or the person that gets to where you need to be?
I read a lot.
Yeah.
That's actually a new habit that I formed last year.
How good is that shit? How beneficial is that?
Oh man, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's
lit.
Remember, that's still art. It's literature. It's language and arts. You know
what's your favorite book? What's one of your favorite books that you've been reading like right now recently?
Recently, I'm reading this motherfucker. Hold up, man.
Pull that motherfucker out. Pull it out.
To all my rapper friends out there and shit, please dive into this one. It's the How to Make It in the New Music Business.
Okay.
That one is a really good book, and it'll break it down exactly what you need, exactly what you need, what your licensings and all that shit. Your how to get your royalties and all that. I mean, if you want to get placement, product placement, like it'll show you in there. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's one of the major things that people don't, or people that are trying to make it in the music business, they don't know.
They don't understand.
They don't understand it. So they're just kind of like, what
they're not any different from me. I didn't understand shit of the music business. I understand. We all know the art. We all know
we
art.
just know like, I just want to fucking make a sick ass.
But it's a business at the end of the day. And if I feel like if you cater yourself to this and you love it like as much as you say you love it, then you're gonna find ways to succeed in it. You know what I mean? Whether it's reading, finding people to teach you or
gather knowledge from,
whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? If you're about it, the universe will work its ways to where it shows you, it opens up doors for you on how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why. But my favorite book of all time. Let me get back to that question. Is that Think and Grow Rich.
Hell yeah,
that's ours. I think that's all of ours.
I got that shit right here. I got my own little fucking library. But that's the thing too. Like with Clee's a teacher. Prima is always like on some books. So now it's like still sharp and still. Now you don't want to be the one who's not up on game. You don't want to be the one who doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, because I be coming in here and be like,
what you doing? What you doing?
That's good though that you guys actually read because a lot of people don't even read.
Yeah,
you know it's a dead art.
On game. Hell, it is definitely.
And everybody wants to write lyrics, but they don't want to read. It's like
reading just fucking betters even just your vocabulary.
Exactly.
You're talking
your
like
understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit you start understanding more. Your brain expands. You start fucking knowing how perspectives are in life.
Instead of fucking driving to work thinking about like how much you hate your bitch and how much you fucking hate your work, you're just like, nah, like I just read that sick ass chapter.
All right, look, I told my friend this. Look, you spend all this time on social media reading a bunch of opinions of a bunch of people who probably don't want you to succeed, or they don't want themselves to succeed.
They just want you to read that shit, and they're getting paid off you reading that shit.
And you're wasting that time where you could be using it to towards something you're pursuing and enhancing that. You know what I'm saying? Making something that you want to do become more of a reality. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Instead of reading the fucking that post that this chick posted about what she ate right now, you could be reading some dope. Exactly, man. It's like find out the keys for yourself, man. This is America.
Secure
you have
the bag.
To do whatever you want here.
That's dope that you said that because like people who just want to post negative or talk negative or have these negative conversations all the time.
Please get off the internet.
But who you're associating yourself with, follow your dreams. Like when you're trying to do something that's crazy to other people, they just don't have the same mindset. So it's like, how do you follow your dreams in a world where people are just telling you to work your job? So you have to break away from these people. People are just
gonna tell you what worked for them.
Yeah.
Right.
So
everybody has an opinion and everybody has a perspective, and life is perspective. You know what I'm saying? So my perspective in life is that I follow God. I follow my heart. I follow my gut. Yeah. My instincts tell me that I should be doing this. You know, I shouldn't be working for somebody because I hate it there. And if I go to an environment that I hate, that is only gonna create hate inside my heart. Yeah. And then that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a happy natural person, and in my natural state, I'm happy. So
I feel you on that. Like, one thing that I have like a problem with is the way that the major religions are really taught. It is the way the religions are taught. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Wait, let me start over because the mic was messed up.
You got it.
Go ahead.
You good, Preem?
The way religions are taught?
Yeah. The way that religions are taught nowadays, that they teach you that God is outside of yourself and it's not in you.
No.
You know, and
that's not. That's not what I believe in.
Yeah. So, like, but I'm saying, like, a lot of the way the religion they teach you, they're teaching you like you have to go here to do this. You have to find it out there.
Church, you know
but God is inside of you.
Yeah. When you're the when you're the son of God, you are the synagogue. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So you don't need to go somewhere to do your own research. You don't need to go to this establishment and give them money for you to feel blessed. You
Yes.
feel me? Your conversation with God is a personal thing.
Personal thing. You gotta have that.
That's why they say only God could judge
Yeah.
you.
I always felt like, and no disrespect to like churches and all that stuff, but because they're very helpful, they'll help you out if you need help. You know,
Yeah.
They'll help you out. But like, you know how people go to Alcoholics Anonymous, like because they need help.
Yeah.
Like church is some type of that with life
Yeah,
and with the
you are
spiritual.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you could go in there and
Open your third eye if you never had one. You know.
Yeah, you go in there, you get some benefits out of it, no doubt. But it's still like some people just could do it without that shit.
Yeah.
Definitely, like myself, like, all right, when I came up as a kid, my mom was taking me to church. My parents were taking me to church. It was a must thing to do. You know what I'm saying? My mom actually placed me into the church, like, to help the father out a lot. So I would be the little Monaguillo kid that ring the bells and shit. You know, when the father would have this thing up, you know. So I came up in that background to where I'm a Catholic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my religion. But like you said, I like to do my research on other stuff, and I like to be open minded. You know, and
It works or might not work.
and my religion isn't knocking the other religion. You know what I'm saying? Like we're actually really open minded towards people. You know, that's why the Pope is a Catholic. You know,
yeah. One of the things I try to promote, I'm saying that one day I want us to be able to say that hip hop is our religion.
That's crazy.
And we're
culture.
people because, like
crazy
you
to say
said, I said hip hop means I can have my God. You can have a God. You can have a God.
But
You can
we
have a
still
God.
in
We can
unity.
argue my God better. We
can all coexist,
We can
though.
all. And then
There
I
you
can
go.
go home and I'm gonna go read about what you was talking about. Right. I'm gonna
Right.
go listen to what you was talking
Right.
about, the lyrics and stuff like that.
That
And
once-
like you said, still sharp as
because
steel.
because if you think about it, hip hop rappers, you know what I'm saying, the ones that are actually hip hop and stuff, they're like
promoting
Jesus,
that.
they're like
They're
Jesus
promoting
Christ
that.
himself.
They're prophets.
Yeah, they're prophets. They're like Muhammad. They're just like all of them, bro. I'm just like all of them. I view myself in the same light. You know what I'm saying?
After it was like about like 2 nights ago when we were like over here having a discussion, like I was like, no, like fuck Lloyd Banks, dog. Still fuck Lloyd Banks. Dog.
Exactly. Thank you.
Nah,
We have to change that subject.
get the
for
fuck
self
outta
I
here.
watch.
Go ahead. But go back to your point. Let me hear what you're about to say.
We got into
Right.
a deep, heavy debate over like fucking G Unit and 50 Cent. And then somehow that morphed into a fucking religious argument. And I was like, nah, I don't got no fucking religion. And it was like, hip hop's a religion.
Yeah, it did.
And I was just like,
really
what?
is.
Oh shit.
We
Like,
refer back to refer back to albums like scriptures. We document time.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
it's a geographical
It's
geography
the
wise. You could point
rap-
out where it came from.
Rap is future with rap. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
rapture. You know, it's like that's the end musical genre before the end. I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is for me. I like to play on words and
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot
I
of
never thought
things-
about that, but it makes sense.
intuition hits
Right
me a
when you
lot.
break it
you know?
down.
Yeah, and like I was reading that KRS, the hip hop
Gospel?
Yeah, and it's
Gospel
crazy
hip-hop.
because I went on Amazon. You know how to give you the previews of the book. You know what I'm saying on Amazon. I was reading it right there last night, so it's crazy that we touch on the subject.
Fuck yeah,
you know,
fucking
That's
dope.
a good book. You
and
should
then
check it
I
out.
do believe that because look, man, we're writing verses.
Yeah.
verses.
Yeah.
316s. That's John.
Yeah.
And,
316 bar verses. John 316.
Hip hop is one of the in history things that bring people together.
Definitely.
Like I feel like the three
most-
things
the
that
most
And it was a
brought people
time.
together that people wanted to be like has been hip hop, the culture of Egypt,
Yeah.
and then marijuana. Like that's the
True.
three things that's
You-
brought
that's-
the most
that's-
people
it's crazy
worldwide.
That's the Holy Trinity right
crazy.
there.
That's,
Hey.
but
Get the
yeah.
flow.
Shout out to Jesus. no, but for the most part, like, look, hip hop is what like what every religion was back in the day. But I feel like more so, it's been more influential over everything.
Yeah.
In the world, hip hop is the most influential thing. It's the thing that drives people to be themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They
And
find themselves through these lyrics.
And I think it's the most communal where you have an opinion, I have an opinion.
Yeah.
He has a verse, he has a verse.
Yeah.
He makes a beat, let's all concoct it, put it together. Like we can derive from each other, we can grab from each other.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be, the word. Nah, what's his word? We can all gather and gain knowledge from each other. And I think that's fucking dope.
That's beautiful because it's coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? God speaks to you in your heart. He is art. Heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
So that's what hip hop is for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that shit, your heart, your
Okay,
home
so
is where
like-
your heart is. You know
so
what I'm
like-
saying?
So like when you trying to fucking make a sick ass verse or like make a sick ass beat, like where do you go to?
for inspiration.
You go
It
to your
takes
heart.
over, dog. Like,
You go to your
when-
heart.
when I'm
You go
spitting,
to your
yeah.
heart. You feel me?
There you go. Yeah,
Like,
you're right. My
you-
heart, my
like,
mind, my
yeah.
gut, all of it combines and it does this type of thing where I create crazy raps.
Yeah, like we all know it's a 16 bar, 8 bar hook, but when you're rapping, like I'm not counting bars when I'm rapping. I'm boom, and it ends right there. You feel that? It's a feeling. It's a thing.
That's how I told somebody too. Like my friend, I recently told him that these thoughts don't come out of nowhere when I'm fucking writing at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These thoughts are some thoughts that need to be said by something. You know what I'm saying? Something out there.
Untapped memories, repressed memories, something that happened
That's
before.
My subconscious mind is telling
Your
me something.
subconscious mind picked it up 5 years ago, but now you're applying it in a song.
Now
About how to be a man,
because
because
it rhymed with the last word, you know what I'm saying? and that word that rhymed with the last word ended up being a message in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That should create something that's divine.
Exactly.
And that's what life is. It's divine. Shit happens
It
for a
is.
reason.
But now that we're on the topic of hip hop and rhyming and stuff, like growing up, you're talking about your East Coast influence.
Right.
I grew up on a lot of Cali shit. I didn't get into East Coast until like my high school years when I went back and did my research.
I started off with underground.
Yeah, I even went through like my Shapeshifters, my fucking
Weatherman, the
AC
Francis,
Alone,
Sage
Bus
Francis.
Drivers, Sage Francis, 2Mex, all these foods. I did my research, but like in my household, it was Ice Cube, it was DJ Quick, it was Easy E, it was Tupac.
Mentioned you had a gangster brother.
Yeah, he is.
Cholo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang the
for
fuck
sure.
out. But so everything was about drug dealing and making a way, making a living. Now with the Futures, with the Travis Scotts, with the Ray Strammers, Little Yachty's, everybody's
Papa Zanny.
popping
Drinking
the
lean,
pills.
drinking lean.
Everybody's drinking lean.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing Molly. Everybody's doing Percocet. When did hip hop go from being the drug dealers to the drug users? And is this okay? Or is this gonna just?
I feel
go
like
to being,
it went from like a state of like people just expressing who they were.
their environment.
Yeah.
And they were
You know, I think it happened during Lil Wayne.
I
He's the catalyst.
I think he's
he's
the
like
one-
Ray Drew Line.
and it went.
Yeah.
It transitioned to a point where it was like
Well, everybody
let's
wanted
just
to be Lil
cool.
Wayne.
Let's
You know what I'm
just be
saying? Everybody
cool.
wanted to be Lil Wayne, drink lean, talk slow.
I
You know
love
what I'm
Lil
saying?
Wayne, yeah.
And no, Lil Wayne is an innovator for a lot of shit because of Lil Wayne. We have Drake. But back to the topic is that Lil Wayne was talking about all this stuff because he was already rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he didn't need to
He
drug
didn't
deal.
understand
You know
this
what I'm
shit.
saying? He didn't want, so he didn't
Well,
talk
he's
about.
he's been rapping
topics.
since fucking he was like
13.
13.
He came up with bling bling.
13.
Yeah.
He came up with bling
Yeah.
bling.
He coined the
He was
phrase.
a real
Point-
innovator.
yeah.
Like he didn't even understand. Like I'm fucking. But like the thing that if you listen to like the Birdman would say like, yo, when I first met Lil Wayne, he was fucking 13 and he just kept rapping like
Yeah.
rapping,
kept him in the studio.
rapping.
He
That's
like,
all
he
was
locked
about.
out the whole Hot
He
Boys.
doesn't know
like, in the studio.
anything. He doesn't know anything
Nothing
besides
else.
the studio
And drugs.
But back,
and drugs.
Yeah.
But back to my point though, coming up, seeing my brother, seeing these rappers on TV, I wanted to join the game. My brother never let me.
You wanted to
I
be a
wanted to be a
hustler.
hustler.
Yeah, 'cause
now
of
these
Jay-Z
little
and
kids,
shit like
now,
that.
now these little kids are seeing Molly Percocet. Do they want to do drugs or do they want to be the boss?
They
do
do
they
wa-
want to be the man?
It's sad. It's
What do
sad.
they
It's
aspire
sad
to be now?
because I don't encourage neither of those.
Yeah.
I don't encourage none of those. I encourage you to follow your heart and follow
Exactly.
your dream. But for the most part, doing drugs is fucking up your temple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's breaking you down.
Yeah, I mean, you know, being in the pharmaceutical field,
Yeah.
you know, it's more so of a positive note to see somebody happy about something about a purchase off of you,
Yeah.
opposed to them being all fucked up and sprung out
Yeah.
on the street. You know what I'm saying? So, or you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
whatever. You know, I support neither of those.
Yeah.
But I would rather have people go back to the hustlers, you know,
All
because
right.
at least you
Yeah.
transcend that into your hustle, whatever your creative hustle is.
It'll
You know what I mean?
motivate you to actually hustle instead
Exactly.
of I want to get fucked up with the
Exactly.
homies and just
Because that shit
And
is-
just cure the immediate. Oh, it's fun now, but tomorrow I'm gonna
I
feel
think
like
it's
shit.
just the
I'm assed out
evolution
on
of the
money.
game. It's just like if you look at the game or you look at hip hop as a story going all the way from its beginning to the end, a lot of hip hop is based off one of the greatest movies, which is Scarface.
Yeah.
True.
And Scarface is the dealer. He comes up, but
Salsa,
he ends
baby.
up being the user. You know, when he killed Matolo, had to look away. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, like that shit's cool, man.
Look
I get
away,
it.
please.
Well, I've experimented throughout my years. I've tried all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank God that I never got
Which one's your
addicted.
favorite?
Got spun.
My favorite? I like marijuana. Weed. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite. But
Weed is not a drug.
I get it, man. You know, you have fun, and I encourage everybody to have fun. But when it starts becoming a problem, when your people in your family, your loved ones around you start noticing,
see it on you.
when you start noticing something, you know what I'm saying, you're not taking care of your priorities or your responsibilities, then you start have to reevaluating your situation into where, you know what I'm saying, like you need help.
Yeah.
If you and it's okay to get help.
Yeah.
People are too proud. You know,
some people get too late. They don't acknowledge that they have a problem.
Yeah.
Some people don't know they have a problem,
Yeah.
and then they're already grabbed by the balls.
Yeah, dude.
Like how many homies, cousins,
a lot, man.
primos, like
A lot.
that are smoked out the fucking game.
A lot of dope heads I know. You know what I'm saying? Fucking that drug specifically is the new crack. You know what I'm saying? That shit's getting a lot of my people fucking going crazy. Bro.
What drug?
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
That shit has
Crystal.
that shit has my people by the fucking balls.
Yo, I got a real close family member that's in jail for moving.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like I said, it's the new crack.
Yeah.
You know, that's the cheapest drug in the market right now too. So it's easy to get your hands on it and to abuse it.
Yeah.
That's not cool. But at the same time, Adderall is a fucking methamphetamine based drug.
Yeah.
Except the government's got their hands on it.
It's a whole different game once you get into the pharmaceutical game in corporate America, because they'll fucking. It's
a capitalist country, so they're gonna care about their money and they're gonna get the people addicted.
It's a beast that we can't even mention. It's like the devil.
Well,
it is.
Adderall,
come at you.
But that's
methamphetamine.
That's where choices and self control comes in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have to have self control. You don't have to do everything that your homies want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
or
saying?
what you're seeing on TV or what you're hearing on the radio or what.
A lot of that shit's not even good for you.
Because Xannies, Perks, that's all heroin
It's
based.
part of the culture, and
Exactly.
then we also got to look at a lot of these kids are born with this in their system already.
Yeah, true.
So
Very
like
true.
if you listen to the Oxymoron, the Schoolboy Q,
Yeah.
he talks a lot about these kids they don't know nothing else, right?
Yeah.
True,
They,
because
they grow up
their
seeing mom
environment.
and dad
and
turn
their
up.
brothers,
You
sisters,
feel me?
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, the family members, yeah. But at the same time, unfavorable positions in life are inevitable. So when you are placed in those positions, you have to be within your own will, be stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
You know
aim
what I mean?
for higher.
You got to aim for higher. I feel like everybody was born with a conscience. You all know what's
course.
right with wrong from when you're born. When you steal something when you're a kid, you know what I'm saying? Something in your head says this is bad. That's why you try to hide it from parents.
Yeah,
You know
that's what we're talking about. Like
You
on
feel
one of
hot.
the last ones.
Yeah.
Remember
You
that when you was
know.
little, when you do something wrong, you feel hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you do it so much you don't feel hot no more.
My face gets red. I couldn't steal.
Yeah, you're all fucking, you do something, you're like,
I'll get caught red face, not red-handed.
Yeah,
That's
my
funny.
parents always knew, like, I got a guilty face like this.
Yeah.
You know,
But that's good though. That's good. That's a good thing though. That shows you have heart. Like my homie, like he was talking about, like, man, I just have a big heart. Like if it was a bad thing, I'm like,
Yeah.
dog, what are you talking about? That's a good thing.
Yeah.
People don't have hearts
yeah,
nowadays.
for real.
Or
You
they
do
don't use
savage
them.
shit and then just fucking keep pushing.
Yeah, but for the most part, man, stay off drugs, kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
man.
that's not something you want to do. That's not something that you're gonna appreciate later on in your life. You know what I'm saying? I know we live in this YOLO state and generation but you might
It's real easy
fucking
to
live
get-
past
Well, that's
50.
what I'm saying.
You might live past 40. You know what I'm saying? You might have a kid.
And then when you you have your grandchildren, you out the game. Why? Because you've been fucking doing blow, doing fucking this, that, drinking too much,
Yeah,
and your shit can't
your,
even
your,
keep
your
up.
knees are gonna fucking break
Yeah.
going up the stairs one day if you keep fucking
Motherfucker,
with
you
drugs.
falling down.
You remember
flying
Molly's
down,
were hot? Remember Molly's were hot? I'm glad they're not.
Nah, I only
tried
tried
it a
Molly
couple
once,
times.
bro.
Couple
And
times in Vegas.
I tried. Let me tell you,
Fun, huh?
the first time I tried a Molly, I was ready to propose to my girl, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, girl, I fucking
Where's
love
that
you.
girl at now?
Not here. Hey,
So
no.
I'm saying you were in the right state of mind.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I'm
I
trying to
was doing drugs in high school.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
this
That's
face.
my
This face.
do. His face.
this
yeah.
dude. I was having this face in Mr. Stanley's class every day, like in my sophomore year. That was bad.
Yeah.
I was a bad kid, but I tried early on. I never tried shrooms. That's one thing.
Shrooms is great.
Shoes, shoes are the ones that you should try, bro.
I tried it to the point like to where I started getting giggly. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that, for me, that's all it is. Like for me, like you're talking about in high school, you did drugs. For me, I was smoking weed since like 7th grade.
Yeah, true.
Drinking came around like sophomore year, maybe freshman. But drugs, I didn't start fucking around with drugs till probably 2021 maybe.
That's crazy.
And that's when like Coke and Molly and fucking.
That's when it
Fizz.
actually becomes a little bit.
But the generation gaps nowadays,
They're
from me to
starters.
you,
Yeah.
from you to my nieces, from my niece to her sister,
earlier starters.
it's all fucking contracted closer and closer and closer. So these kids are being more subject to these.
They're gonna
things.
be like fucking 5 or 6 in
Yeah.
the future, like trying drugs. No, but it's like you said, it
Sucks.
all comes from your environment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had close figures around me that introduced me to shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what. But me as a person, I could have done the same with my little brother, but I chose not to.
Yeah.
I chose to keep him around, away from most of
you
the
gotta
shit. You
check
know what I'm
him.
saying? If anything,
After you know the game, after you know what the effects of it, you got to check the younger generation,
Definitely,
or they're gonna
because-
repeat what you did.
yeah, and they'll be in the same loop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And shit, nobody's gonna prosper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely,
We got to break the chain.
exactly.
You got to be the
You got to be
difference. The
You got
difference
to be
in
the
your
example
society.
that you want to see.
Exactly. You have to be the. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? What's the next topic?
Another one.
Yeah,
Can I get a question real quick?
Let's
Yeah,
get
go
off the
ahead.
drugs.
All right, so, to the people out there that are not from our neck of the woods, Sosa, can you describe Fontana or the Inland Empire to the world?
Okay.
Talk about the positivity, and you've been a resident, for a long time. So tell
life.
them,
It's the most beautiful place on the planet to me.
Yes, sir.
It's Southern California at its finest, I believe, because we have the sense of serenity and peace out here.
Yeah.
We're not succumb to the whole overpopulated, like LA and all
hustle
that.
and bustle and all that.
Yeah, and being that we're underdogs, we do have to hustle a little harder than most people because we've always the shadow of LA our whole life, So we had to now it's became to where we're reputable.
Yeah.
I go to LA, they're not saying fuck ice cream eaters now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's real. And I was having this conversation too. Let me cut you off for 1 second. I got cousins from Whittier. I got cousins from Almani. Like, man,
You fuck ice cream eaters.
fuck the IE. It's LA.
Especially the Mexican
Yeah,
cholos.
That's my cousin. I got cousins.
They're the
East
ones
Los.
saying those.
Yeah,
They're the ones saying that.
we'll go back to your point.
No, but yeah, it's for everybody out there that's never been to California or Fontana or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely somewhere that you might not yourself as a person find as an attraction, but me as my life and my being in this planet, this is all I know. This is home. This is where my heart is at. I leave this country, I leave the States, I leave whatever. Fucking, I want to come back here. This is where palm trees, nice women. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. I had everything's perfect. The city's 40 minutes away. The beach is 40 minutes away. You know what I'm saying?
The mountains, 30 minutes.
Mountain's like 10 minutes away. You go to Lido Creek, it's 10 minutes away. You go to
Big Bear.
Vegas, 4 hours away. Like the state line, I mean the country line to Mexico is 2 hours away. So it's a beautiful location.
It's the hub.
It's essential. I feel like it's a central part of California, and it's the most biggest fucking county in the United States. And I feel like there's a reason why we haven't had our shine yet. I feel like District 9 is gonna get it soon, and when District 9 gets it, it's gonna be like Canada. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like Atlanta. It's gonna be like fucking the East Coast, New York, whatever, LA. You know what I'm saying? It's
where
gonna
people are just gonna come in and just take over.
Yeah, because it's beautiful art out here. It's beautiful art out here. I've seen some of the most talented people I've ever seen in my life out here.
That's what I was talking
You know
about.
what I mean?
Talking about New York, talking about Atlanta, talking about H-Town, talking about the Bay. When people get on, they pull each other up. Boom, 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 boom.
That's how they
get
on.
Is that bound to happen?
It's bound.
I think it is.
It's bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? I know if I get it first, or by any means, I'm gonna help everybody out here before I help another kid in another state. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen the talent out here. I've been a part of it. And
I mean, we all know each other. You feel
exactly. And more than everything, these guys are my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These guys are somebody.
We've struggled together. We've done the bullshit shows. Now we're doing good. Now we're doing fucking.
You gotta help.
Guys videos. Now we're doing podcasts. Now
live, learn, and pass it on.
Yeah.
Live, learn, and pass it on, man. You know what I'm saying? If Drake made that possible for another country.
For another country.
That's why he's so big too, because he has the whole country on his
country.
back. so
before him,
nobody.
I thought, like, who the fuck is Canada?
I thought that y'all talk like this.
Yeah,
because the South Park.
For real. The fucking Mounties and shit. For real.
Shout out to the Six.
What are you talking about?
For real though.
No, yeah, but
for being the hub where you got to go now for the hot shit, like the Weeknd and Drake alone, like that's pop culture already.
And Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah,
you forgot the Biebs, dog.
Yeah, I can't hate on him. I'm not a fan, but he's already etched his name out. That shit ain't going nowhere.
I love the Biebs, to be honest.
Yeah,
I was always rooting for the kid because when he came up, when he ever seen his roast.
Yeah.
the roast on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
I like his speech at the end, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That showed his maturity. That showed his human. You know what I mean? Like,
He has some jokes in there too.
and he's talented. He's a talented kid.
Oh, he can
very
sing and
talented.
everything. I'm just not a personal fan. I'm not trying to knock him on what he does. He's obviously successful. I'm just not a personal fan.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
You know? I think a good topic to talk about is about my relationship with my friends.
All right.
My relationship with my friends is a crazy one
How's that?
because my friends, more so that are not musicians, they're lost in this thought that we have to work for somebody.
Yeah.
You know? So it goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
Exactly.
Is that they're stuck in believing what their parents tell them. They're stuck in believing what their girls are trying to force them to believe. You know, and I have to be the one that comes around as the creative mind or the open mind to like break them out of that cycle. You know what I mean? And it's cool to empower my friends, but at the same time,
obviously you want to sharpen, you want to gain from, you want to give back to. You definitely want to have that relationship.
So I love to empower anybody I'm around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody deserves to be the best them. You know?
Yeah.
So my friends, it's crazy that my best friend she was my therapeutic friend for the longest time. You know, so he was the funniest dude I bring anybody around, and he'll make anybody laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought he was gonna
like everybody's best friend. They just gravitate towards him.
Straight. They love Hash. You know what I'm saying? If you meet Hash, you're gonna love him. You're gonna love him. He's a hilarious dude. But for the most part, I seen his relationship. I seen his job. I seen his, life. Yeah. Life happened, and to where it stole his happiness a little bit.
And he just got caught doing that same thing over and over.
Exactly. Right now he's in a little insane loop. I know he's gonna get over it.
Yeah.
But he's in a little insane loop to where I go over there. Like I said, when I was going through my shit after high school and all that shit like that, he was my go-to dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he would make me feel better. He would tell me shit is all right and make me laugh at the same time. Yeah. But now I have to be a friend. Like I have to be a friend that he was.
The one that uplifts him.
Exactly, because I'm now in the position where my mind is strong. You know what I'm saying? And he's dealing with relationships. He was never a relationship dude back in the day. So now that he's in one and having these problems, I have to be the one to like cater towards that.
Give him the game that you've experienced.
Exactly, man.
Especially in the IE, a lot of jobs. My first job and like the 5 after that were warehouse jobs.
Yeah, mine too.
This is a logistics area. This is fucking the hub.
Logistics.
Whether it's UPS, FedEx,
LA on the back.
Yeah, so it's like we get stuck in that routine.
Right.
I was a fucking forklift operator. I was a lead. I was supervisor, many things.
And the warehouse jobs, if you worked there, you know how soul stealing it could be.
Exactly.
It's whack,
you think
bro.
it's the only way because you're going back to that place to get that check.
Yeah.
So when you get in that cycle, when it's just every week I gotta do it.
They don't even care about you.
They don't.
They don't. Man, you're just a number.
But he's saying though, once he's had a kid, once you bought a car, you still gotta keep going back to the spot just to maintain.
Right.
Just to maintain.
I understand. You got to do what you got to do for your priorities and all that. But you have to find and be motivated to get different hustles, man.
Yeah, there's Uber now. There's apps.
There's a whole lot of ways. This is America.
Yeah, there's
you know what I'm
things
saying?
you could do.
Sell something.
Yeah,
Buy my shit.
So like, what about like the people that like? Okay, yeah, I feel you. Like we need to find better hustles, right?
Yeah.
We need to.
What would I suggest?
No. Like so. Okay, you give me that message, right? You give it to me. We need to find some better hustles.
Right.
We need to do the better thing, and then like I have a side where it's just like a bunch of balling ass fools, but they're all moving blow.
Pharmaceuticals are always going to be a lucrative business. It's a trillion.
Don't get caught.
$1 trillion. Yeah, don't get caught if you are in that. But for the most part, you go on Google and ask, how can I make money in America? I'm guaranteeing you'll find a whole lot of cool trades that you might be interested in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lot of ways to get money out here. We're just so confined into this 9 to 5 that we think we get comfortable.
That's the only way.
We get content.
You got to go back to the well to keep eating. You got to go back to the well to keep drinking that same water that's been taught.
Man,
it took me almost 10 years to get the fuck out of a warehouse. Just because
congratulations.
That's what I was good at.
Congratulations.
That's what I was good
I'm
at.
a professional reach truck driver.
Hey, I can whip everything.
I get out of the way. Don't even trip.
I can whip all that shit.
But at the same time, I knew I didn't want to be that.
But at one point, you thought you were doing something, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
When
I'm working. I'm solid. I'm doing this.
Hey, every fucking forklift I learned, I was.
I'm doing
up in
something.
life.
Hell yeah.
When I was on the EPJ,
Yeah.
saying the electric pallet jack, I was like, man, I want to be a reach truck driver. You know saying?
Oh, now I got the scanner on my arm. I can scan like this.
Nah, I mean, for the most part, it's like, man, you could reach the pinnacle of whatever that job is, and it probably won't still be satisfied.
Nah,
The manager, the supervisors, you look at them and they're pissed off too.
Yeah, they always mad.
It's like how do you succeed in something like that? That field,
At the end of the day,
that field is not for man. It's not for human. If it's for a temporary type of income, so you could get to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I use it in as a type of income, so I could invest in something else that give me money. Because if I did the math, if you were to work at 8 hours a day at a job for 40 hours a week, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the year, you're only making 1.2 million. That's before taxes. You know what I'm saying? So you're not becoming a millionaire. At $200 an hour.
You
at
never
$200 an hour.
You never will. You never will off of working off an hourly job.
$200 an hour. 8 hours, 40 hours a week. You're not making more than $2 million.
At the end of the year. 13. They're paying 14.
If you there's a line in Think and Grow Rich where it says like money like that doesn't come
hourly.
No, or a text message.
And it comes in. No, he says
Emails.
if you want money like that, it doesn't come in a little bit. It comes in a lot, and it comes in waves.
Big increments. You know what I'm saying? Huge increments. And it's usually people that have their hands in different things too. You don't put your eggs in one basket. If you're getting money over here, you're getting money over there, and they're all doing lucratively. You know, they're all financially taking off, then you're gonna be set. So for the most part, for the people out there, I would suggest that you find different ways to hustle.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what I'm saying?
Have more than one revenue stream coming in.
Definitely, different streams of revenue fucking allow you to become more financially comfortable and flexible.
Yeah, it's no longer the age of one career. You gotta have two.
You ain't tired after working. You're just unmotivated, like Clee with his book. That fool was working 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day.
I think it's because like
comes home and he
people are first of all, it's a very big pit to get out of.
Yeah,
if you live,
like I said, it took me how long?
Right? Yeah. And nowadays, people are not having kids and getting married till they're way older than they were back then. So you have a bigger gap where you kind of just like
can try.
You could definitely try, especially if you don't have any children and stuff, because I know it becomes a little more harder when you have kids and stuff like that.
Once you have children, it's like a whole nother ballgame.
It's no responsibility that you have to take care of. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, for the people that are chasing the passion and don't have any kids, they're not confined to a woman yet. You know what I'm saying? To where that's their wife. Then you have all possibilities in this world. Me and you have the same 24 hours as Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we can do whatever we want. And then this is our dream. This is our reality.
And it's also how you value yourself.
Exactly. It comes from self-love.
Yeah.
That's why I like to spend a lot of time on myself, because I like to love myself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else.
You can't expect nobody to love you.
Exactly. Not at all.
You fucking suck. You fucking suck.
But it's all about perspective too.
Bad talking yourself is really bad for your mental health. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's self-sabotage.
Yeah, definitely. You're speaking shit into existence into how you're supposed to be
thinking.
So
if you say, "Oh, you ain't shit," then you ain't shit.
Yeah. That's why every day I wake up and say, "I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm gonna be a millionaire." Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got to.
I tell myself
have reassurance every fucking day.
And it's not me saying I'm better than anybody. It's just me trying to be the best me.
You're just taking what you deserve, man. It's nobody's trying. You're not taking shit from nobody. If you became a millionaire tomorrow, nobody's gonna miss nothing because you just make king.
Like people tell me I couldn't do a podcast. I couldn't get behind the camera. I could get behind a mic. I said me neither, but fuck it. If that's what it takes for me to be successful, I'm gonna do it. I don't like taking pictures. I don't like cameras, but fuck it. I mean,
some people don't even try. And
that's
the sad thing. You know,
if you want to succeed, the first step is action.
Yeah,
exactly. I've read somewhere that people are so in this perspective generation to where they don't even want to be seen starting at the bottom, so they don't even try.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They don't want to be seen at the bottom, so they don't even try because
like
of that.
I've been broke. I came out of Section 8. I've been fucking food stamps. I've been.
I embrace that shit.
Yeah.
Like, embrace the hate.
Exactly. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
To me, that's like
struggle.
More seasoning for the story.
There you go.
Like, look where I came from, dog.
There you go.
Look what I'm doing now, dog. Like, if I could do it, I'm a piece of shit. If I could do it,
you could definitely do it.
You could definitely do it.
I think you have a better chance.
Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly.
It's crazy because I came up to something right now. What I just was thinking. I was thinking that. What were we talking about? What were you talking about?
Coming from like nothing to doing something.
Yeah, because I have a lot of people that tell me like, "Oh, I can't rap."
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
tell yourself you
I couldn't either.
Yeah.
When I started, And when I wasn't the best writer.
I didn't know about bars. I didn't know about formulating verses.
I didn't know anything about that, bro. I just went for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it felt good. And I had fun.
All I know is I can spit.
Yeah, the thing is, everybody has ideas.
Yes.
And then if you start rapping, you'll always I feel like as long as you try, you'll find what your passion is.
Your thoughts will come to you.
Like what Preem was saying, what's some advice that people can do? I feel like whatever that you love to do, just do that.
Ding.
Do a lot of research on it. But hold on, Preem, real quick. But if you don't have something that you're good at, you can't figure it out, there's somebody that's close to you that does have a passion, and you should empower them.
There you go.
Because you don't know how good that can be to that person.
Yeah, they need that support system.
Because when you get it's cool to get support from stranger stuff like that. When you get support from somebody that's close to you, it means the world.
It does.
To you.
You know, and I could definitely vouch for what he just said. Everything he just said was right on point. Like I have a lot of close friends that haven't found a purpose and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I've allowed to help them find a purpose in life.
Find a voice, find a vehicle.
My friend recently, he had a lot of passion, a lot of love in his heart. You know what I'm saying? But now he's coming to the age where whoa, I don't want to work at this. He's getting good money at his job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he's not millionaire money.
Yeah.
And
he could be doing better.
Or just a lack of there's a void in their life. You know what I'm saying?
They're not passionate about what they do every day.
The human soul doesn't care about money. The human soul doesn't care
for what it wants.
So I was about to say,
you're taught that.
Monumental, whatever it is there's time. Like if you buy a brand new car, that shit's only gonna be dope for the first year or something. You know what I'm saying? It's after that, it's just another car. You know what I'm saying?
And even when you think it's dope, the appreciation value don't went down on it
already.
As soon as you drive it off the lot.
As soon as you get what you want.
And even if you think it's dope, you going down the street and people are hating. And
somebody else,
people are hating on your whip. That shit's whack. I got a better whip over here. I'm driving a better whip.
So what I'm trying to get to is that the human soul, it just wants to have a purpose and feel like it's a valid person in society. You know what I'm saying? Because if you feel like you're not doing nothing for society or helping out others, you kind of start losing you get lose self-doubt. You get self-doubt. I mean, you start not having confidence in what you're trying to pursue. Whatever, if you were pursuing something, because we're living in the real crazy times right now. We're living in times of people promoting negativity thoughts all over the place,
all day.
Honestly,
rapidly spewing
and I don't want to take anything away from what you were saying. We are living in the craziest times, but we are living in the best times have ever been
for an entrepreneur.
Because you could literally be anything you want if you really set your mind to it.
Exactly.
You could be a rapper. You could do your podcast. You could be a millionaire or a billionaire. You could start a business. You could do whatever you want.
You guys hear that? You heard it. You could be whatever you want.
Nobody's gonna stop you. If you have the confidence of a man to walk through a motherfucker any type of thing and own that shit, nobody's gonna stop you. There's nobody's confident enough to stop a confident man.
Exactly. Jill C said it the best: apply yourself to supply your wealth. Only limitations you have, those you place upon yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you $1 million ain't a lot, niggas just be aiming low. Shout out to Don Kennedy.
For real.
It is what it is.
Because that's what it is. People set their own standards. People put themselves in a box and they
back to self-worth. What do you worth?
The rich get rich and the poor stay poor. You know that's
worth.
But that's what you have to.
Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. Everybody wants to be a millionaire, right? But when was the last? No. When was the last time you tried to save 5,000 or 10,000?
Exactly.
So how the fuck are you gonna get to a millionaire
if you keep planning?
If you haven't even thought about saving 5,000 or 10,000 or fucking 100,000? Have you ever 100,000? I wanna save 100,000. Have you ever said that?
I've said that I'm gonna get 50 rags by the end of this year.
But we want to be a millionaire. You're saying you go so far that it's not even. You might even not even believe it's reachable.
And then they're also not just dreams. Once you write them down and you start seeing them, they become goals. They said a dream is a thought until you write it down.
So it's just like a baby that's barely learning how to crawl, and he's just thinking about I'm gonna run in the Olympics, and I'm gonna get the gold medal, right? And that's all he thinks about, but.
He doesn't run. He doesn't exercise.
He doesn't even learn how to walk. If you're thinking that far, can I just get to? Can I crawl? Can I walk? Can I
So you say we gotta minimize?
You gotta start with the daily.
You gotta start at the bottom.
One in front of the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have like a routine.
If you fall, get back up.
Routine. Like, there's very few people on earth that have a lot of money that don't have some kind of routine.
Yeah, exactly.
They all have a routine, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy that you say that because we're living in a country where most of the population is middle class, which is really poverty.
Yeah.
It really is. We don't feel the effects of the recession over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have that type of money to be feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So we're really living in the poverty levels, and they're trying to make it out. You know, they try to give it a middle class.
Yeah.
So
to dumb it down a little bit.
We're straight with that.
To lessen
the
blow.
People are straight with that.
People are content.
Yeah.
We're content with toys, iPhones.
Stagnant. Yeah. They become stagnant. Like they love where they're at. Or they don't. They just don't see anything better out there. And I feel like that comes with self-love. Once you start getting self-love, man, you start being able to see the shit for what it is. You're not blind.
No, you're not.
Yeah, when you start loving yourself, you start really appreciating your time.
Yeah.
And you start realizing you have a value to your time. And that's when you start applying it to what you really want and the things that you...
And that's where your purpose starts coming in too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a higher power tends to be on your side when you get your shit aligned.
Oh, that's
you know what I'm saying?
It's a beginner's luck. It's when you should read The Alchemist.
I love it with fucking Santiago.
Yeah.
So he says. Yeah. So what does he say? Like beginner's luck. It's when the universe is actually pushing you to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? You say that because back to the warehouse topics, bro. And when I had depression from 2012 to 2014. Yeah, the end of 2014, I had depression. I wasn't dropping music during that time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
stuck in rut,
working life. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking trying to figure it out because Kendrick Lamar blew up. I was around him during the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like 2011.
You're like, why my shit not blowing? Yeah.
I kind of got bitter towards that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Schoolboy blew up. They all blew up. They took off.
I remember. Yeah, we used to do like even.
We used to open for him and everything.
Yeah, but I was fucking with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I seen their shit take off, and it kind of discouraged myself and into what I was doing. It made me reevaluate a lot of things. I mean, I had my parents down my throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, go find something, get a job. You know what I'm saying? You're being lazy. Music shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So fucking, I had to go through the whole shit. And during that time, I just say that I was not happy. I was unsatisfied with who I am, and it should drop my self-confidence.
Yeah, it does.
It made me allowed me to believe that this music wasn't for me.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna deter you from it, and that's crazy that you said that because like I was in Phoenix last year. I was working for Tempur-Pedic, $36,000 a year. I was a supervisor. That shit was boring as fuck, doing the same thing every day.
It's crazy.
Even I would go to family parties, come back home over here, see people. We've been working. We've been doing. I've been working. That's all my conversation was.
That sucks.
I even caught myself seeing these words come out of my mouth. And I'm not working towards nothing.
And you're just working for money.
I'm working for money.
That's it.
So now when I'm making conversations, I've been working on podcasts. I've been doing these paintings.
It's art, baby.
Cream again. Boom. Now I'm excited about the words. I'm excited about the light that's coming out of my mouth. So. It's crazy that you have to catch yourself saying this fucking blasphemous shit. Like, I'm just working.
No,
that's fucking boring. I don't want to live that life.
I remember a specific time where me and my brother we would go to his friend Junebug's house, and they would play cards and shit. They would play poker, or whatever, and I would just be there watching music videos, smoking weed, like. And I remember one day specifically, I was there. I was looking at them. I was watching this fucking Yo Gotti video and shit, and I was just like, "What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, what am I doing with my time?"
I just and it was a push from a fucking ex. You know what I'm saying? It's always a girl. You know what I'm saying? It was a push of that ex that fucking that did it. You know what I'm saying? Sparked it. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to fucking Drake's I shouldn't be reading this, and J. Cole's Forest Hills Drive, and Big Sean's Dark Fantasy that inspired Mexican American. You know what I'm saying? Because prior to that, I was gonna do sushi, but I had to take.
You had to fill that in.
I had an intermission break. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it was the best move of my career because I'm back full force. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the universe is on my side again because
that's where you need to go.
Yeah, because when I was good with God, because during that time I wasn't good with God either.
Yeah, you get disconnected.
I was blurry. I don't really remember. I don't remember praying like every day like I am now again. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in high school and shit, I think that's what kept me from not getting into depression to begin with. Because the kids were mean. Yeah. They were mean as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I stuck to it. And after that, a little bit after high school, I fucking attracted a Kendrick Lamar feature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my confidence and my will and my drive and my imagination just really enhancing everything that was going on around me. You know what I'm saying? I really believed it at the time. To where I was gonna get a Kendrick Lamar feature. I would go to and from work, bumping the OD with my best friend, and then I'll tell him I'm gonna work with him. You know, I'm about to work with him. You know what I'm saying? And
making it happen.
And I made it happen. An email made that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back at that. I'm back at that stage.
Fuck yeah, that's where you need to be.
So Sushi, you know what I'm saying? You should prepare for some good music. You know what I'm saying? This is human shit. You know, this is stuff that if you have been going through a struggle your whole life, or currently undergoing it right now, like this is some stuff that you listen to that will help you overcome that.
One more time, what does Sushi stand for?
Society Under Sosa's Holy Influence.
And where can people get at you on social media?
They could find me on Instagram at Edgar Sosa. They could be on Twitter for Edgar Sosa 909, YouTube Edgar Sosa 909. They could be on SoundCloud, Edgar Sosa 909. I'm on Spotify. You could you could get Mexican American on any type of digital retailer. You know what I'm saying? So you could go find it on Amazon. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everything. I'm connected, baby. We out here.
Connected, baby. We connected, baby.
I like to thank you myself for sitting down with us today.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for having me.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks to everybody viewing it. Thanks to everybody fucking with it.
Thank you for everybody at the Effect, man. You know what I'm saying? Edgar Sosa right here.
Signing out.
BMS.
Thank you. Love you guys.
First generation Mexican family. My parents still talk to me in Spanish. I speak it broken, they understand it. My pride is brown, do you understand me? Not doing drugs has become a challenge. Me having fun has developed habits. Some nights I feel like I'm just an addict. I block those thoughts and I make a sandwich.